Hello everybody, welcome back and let's simply get started. So far I've been just busy only working on one thing and that is something will not happen now onwards. I will be giving proper times to all the things. So today I've been just busy just fixing the overall basic platform for the edtech platform. But okay, that does not mean that it is gonna be happening almost all the day or in further coming days. So in further coming days, max to max 3 hours I will be giving to that particular project. Again, that is going to be built using the AI. So hopefully that's gonna be done really quick. Having said that, I'm not quite sure about the back, like the front end part, how that's gonna be getting ready. But let's see how it's gonna be going on. So apart from those things, the backend section is quite fine. As for the front end one, I'll take the help of AI to just simply get it built. Okay, let's go ahead. And by the way, as in this particular video, I'm mainly gonna be talking about that WebRTC. That simply means we will be coding rather than copying and pasting using AI. In this particular section, we are actually gonna code with our fingers, mind, whatever. And let's simply get started. And let's open that particular app that we had. That was the let's talk. And the last thing that was remaining, and I think that should be let's talk. And over here, we have almost everything done. Just the chat section was remaining and we were facing some of the issues with that. Not even the issues, the problem with that was I was storing it, I was storing the images but I was unable to render them. So let's simply figure that thing out. Okay, coming back here, ls and cd backend. Let's simply open two of them and let's try to get it done. Hopefully it's gonna be done if I don't face the errors. Otherwise, if I just face the errors, then don't really have any other way. I will have to just simply fix the bugs and all. npm run dev. Let's simply start this, and same is gonna be happening. npm run dev. Let's simply start this. Okay, so this thing is gonna be somewhat like this, and once I collapse everything, and the problem over here, that is inside backend I'm saving this media here inside uploads, but it does not really have any what dot jpg or dot png, so extension name it does not have. So that is something yet to be done. Having said that, there should not be quite a big issue. I mean, I should be able to get it done, but let's see how it's gonna be going on. Gonna be pretty fantastic, gonna be full of learning. But before that, let me delete this upload folder so that I don't have anything here. And let's get started. Okay, finally it started. Let's open it here. One more thing, today since the morning, like I've been just busy working on that edtech project, and because of that thing couldn't really focus on anything. And there's a lot of many learning stuff, because at the end of the day I have been working on the project, but I haven't been working on those things which are actually left behind. So it's time to just simply start focusing on them. And it's almost 8 o'clock, so 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 10 to 11, 12 around. Let's see, I'll try to just keep coding till 12 or something, and after that we'll code it. Till 12 I will keep working on this, and once I worked for that amount of time, hopefully it's gonna be done. So at least today let's get this particular project done, and once this is done, then I can just focus on something else. Having said that, the main issue was what if I click on this chat. The thing is that I was unable to render the image over here. Okay, that's the main issue. And why am I unable to render the image over here? So if I actually show you the front end part, so control KW, coming back to app, coming back to where do I have to go? That is the chat panel. That simply means that is a component, and inside component meeting sidebar panels, chat panels. Inside chat panels, where do I have to go? I have to go to the chats panel, or preview chat input channel. I think this should be the one. And then I have chat message and chat input. I think that should be the chat message section, chat input section. And inside this I have this image tag, and this image tag has this particular URL, but of course this URL does not exist there. So let me upload another one. So for uploading another one, I'm gonna be selecting a file from here, and once that is selected, then we'll see. So Let's click on pictures. I should be able to get some pictures here as well, like the logo PNG that I had. So this is the logo. Wow, it looks so good. So this should access error. Interesting. It actually got saved in the backend. That's great. And apart from this particular thing, what is this? Upstream image. This is not gonna be rendered private IP and all. Okay, whatever. But ultimately, here I must have got uploads. Well, it turns out I didn't get that. Inside this, well, I didn't really get the upload section. Okay, file from storage. So this is actually coming from storage, and once I get this thing from storage, the file isn't being saved in the backend as well. Interesting. And why is this not being saved? File from storage, going back to the backend, source, and inside the routes, this is gonna be the file route.ts. I think this should be the one. And over here inside file upload, do I have any log? Nope, I don't really have any log as such. So the log that I have, that is this one. So this particular middleware runs, and when this particular middleware runs, the console file from storage, and what all do I get from there? From this particular, come on, I should be able to be check. To be able to be check, I should be able to check. And over here I'm just simply getting these things. So ultimately there is field name, there is original name, there is encoding, and there is meme time. So at the end of the day, I am getting my original name. I have the data as well. I'm just simply gonna be saving it using this callback. The question is, why isn't this being saved? Okay, so disk storage, this should be saved here only, /uploads. I'm gonna be having a quick tour of what? Quick tour of Malta npm. I'm yet to be good at this. I want to use nothing. Coming back to this one, when it comes to the Malta, so how can I have a default configuration? Something like this. So disk destination temp my upload. So ultimately I can have this particular callback, and I need to just install, never mind, forget about installing that. So destination function request file callback. So ultimately request file for callback, I will have a callback over here, just return /upload, and this is how it's gonna be going on. When it comes to the file name, function request file callback, again this will go, and that's it. And then I'm just logging the value of the file over here. Once the value has actually been logged, that's it. So this is where the disk storage engine gives you full control on storing files to disk. And once this is done, then pass the storage from here, and once you have passed the storage, that's it, no need to worry about anything. And that's the same thing I'm trying to do over here. Even if I use storage 2 times, that doesn't really matter. That's ultimately the same. First of all, let me turn off the chat. This suggestion AI bot, because when I write, I just wanna write. And as I'm, even it's good to not take the help of ChatGPT, so any AI bot, when you are actually learning this stuff. By the way, I'm doing everything right, having everything done rightly. If I'm not able to do it, so what is the problem? Having said that, I can go to files upload as well, and inside this I can even log the value clg, not like this. I will be getting the files, so I can do one thing, clg log from controller, just like this, and I will have my files over here. So hopefully I will get something or the other. So once this particular thing is done, going to be back here again, come back to this one, and let's click on this again, select the photo. By the way, I have so many unnecessary videos, so I can't even delete them. So for that thing, I have to go here, downloads, all these videos, they need to be deleted actually. So like this, they're not quite needed ones. Similarly, this particular section as well. Oh, okay, this got downloaded yesterday. And host name key pair, I will not be using this. Vipendra, this is going to be used, and overall things are fine. Let's close this. Coming back to this one, I'm gonna be using this, and as soon as I selected that, image should be sent, but that is not sent. So let me reload the page. Again, name could be anything, that doesn't really matter. Click on chats, and I have enough time unless this particular issue is resolved. I'll keep doing this, as simple as that. So I am getting this much, but at the end of the day, this particular controller is never running. What could be the reason behind it? So let me check this thing. Whatever logic I have over here, is this logic actually right, or there is some error? So I'm gonna be just giving this code to AI just simply to check whether it is right or not, or am I missing something? Your code is almost correct, but there are few important improvements you should make. Since you are building production ready backend, I've seen your auth and user model work. Let's improve this properly. cb null / upload problem first path. Okay, this is absolute root path. So Linux / that folder probably does not exist, and your app won't have permission to write there. Okay, so what can I do correct way? So it is just simply asking me to do what? First of all, I will have to create the folder. So upload dir path join current working directly plus upload. So it will just simply join both of them. That's okay. Once I have that, so if this particular folder does not exist, after that fs mkdir yes, create it, and it's gonna be recursive. That's also fine. And once all this thing is done, then I'm gonna be providing the folder over here, and this is how it's gonna be ready. Add file type validation, very important. So file type validation in the sense what am I supposed to be doing? File filter multiple.options file filter, and this is how it's gonna be going on. And allowed types image, jpg, png or webpack, and allowed includes this. Ultimately it's not just about the image, so that's fine. And I should be just simply able to download them. In that case, upload multi storage file transfer and size limit and all. Ultimately there can be tons of things, but at the end of the day I have to merely take care of this thing, take care of this path. Once you have the path, you have to join that, you have to check whether that exists or not, and that's it. So coming back to this one, so what do we have to do? First of all, we have to make sure that we have a proper path, and after that we have to check whether the folder actually exists or not. So for getting the proper path, upload dir, what do we have to do? First of all, we have to get the current working directory. We can get it using process.cwd. cwd returns the current working directory. Great. And after that we want to add upload. So uploads is gonna be there, and if we want to actually join both of them, then we will have to use a method called path join. So path.join is mainly good, but I need to have path first of all. So path I need to import .join will be responsible for joining both of them. So this is how it's gonna be going on. So path.join simply joins the current working directory and the uploads. Once they are joined, then I will check if I have the directory. That simply means upload dir. So how can I check this, whether this exists or not? In that case, there should be a method for that. And where am I going to get this method from? Let me have a look at that again one more time. Going to this one, and this method is fs. So I will have to go with fs module. So import fs. I hope I can do it. Or is it directly available? I think it is directly. In Python we have to import it, but here it should be directly available. So fs dot, is it directly available? I don't think so. That simply means I will have to import it. And if I'm importing it, then where will it be coming from? Import fs from fs. So I think it is possible to just get it like this. Once I have this fs dot existing, I think this will be used for, what does this do? Returns true if the path exists, otherwise returns false. That's great. So what I'll do, upload dir that I have, I will be checking whether this actually exists or not. And in case if it does not exist, then what will I be doing? In case if it does not exist, in that case I will be creating a new one. So fs dot mkdir sync, and what do I have to create? I have to create upload dir. The folder should be created, and I can give some options. What are those options? Mode in recursive. What is the mode? Mode is something, not sure about it, but one thing I know, recursive. And if I make it recursive true, so if there are multiple folders, they should be created. So this is how it should be going on. And once everything is done, once I have this upload dir, so I can just simply pass the upload dir over here, and then it should be making sense. I mean, it should be working at least, but let's see whether it actually works or not. So once I've done this much, I'm gonna be back here again. I will select the photo, any PNG, and once that is selected, that should that is getting saved. That's amazing job. So it's actually getting saved. And what is happening this time? This time I am getting the field name, I am getting the original name. And how is this getting saved? Inside backend I have uploads, and the best thing is that right now I have the proper extension name. I have this .png. That simply means this time it's gonna be working as expected. Amazing job. I have a meme type as well. I can upload files if I'm not wrong. So coming back to this one, file, I should be able to just select this. So this is the file. Of course this is gonna be like this. Later we can make it better, but at the end of the day, this is how I'm just simply able to save the files. Okay, the question is that if that is an image, I will be rendering the image over here. If that is a file, in that case I will not be rendering the file here. Okay, so and how will I know whether that is a file or not? To know that, if the URL, the file name that I have, that actually ends with a .png, not png, yeah, that can be anything. In that case I will be checking the meme type. Won't this work? Application PDF, right? So if PDF is here, and after that PNG is not PNG, PNG is here, so I should be able to check it like this as well, and that does make sense. Okay, so let's go ahead. So what can I do next? The next thing is that I have to just simply render them here. So they are getting saved over there. That's amazing, and they should be rendered as well. So ultimately I'm just able to save them, but there is another problem, and the problem is that if a user is selecting that, okay, so how is this coming here? Just a minute. As soon as user selected all these things, then the user is going to click on this path, send. But before that, coming back to this file uploads, files got saved, response.status. I don't even have to send this URL section from here. Do I have to send? That is yet to be. I need to have the URLs, and there are gonna be more than one URLs. Files got saved successfully. Message is this, success is true. That's great. Let's simply get rid of this. So at the end of the day, I will be getting this URL on the front end side. So once I got the URLs on the front end side, so this is the section that I'm getting, and this URL is gonna be containing what? This URL is mainly gonna be containing the path of that particular image. So the whole control. This is not good, because instead of doing it like this, I'm actually getting this callback, this process current working directly, so ultimately it returns the whole root path, and I need to have the relative path, and most importantly I just need to create upload folder if that does not exist, and that is it. That simply means even if I just how about this way? What if I just do this much? /uploads, won't it work? /uploads. See, if I try to run it directly, hopefully it will work or not, I'm not sure, but let me delete this. npm runtime. Coming back to this, let's simply enter one more one, and that could be anything. Once this is done, ultimately upload did not get created, so yeah, it is bound to happen. Present working directory, that is something I don't even want. So just at the top, clg and process dot present working directory, nope, current working directory. What else can I have? I have this current working directory, and apart from this particular thing, features, it has many methods, and I'm not sure which one is gonna be helpful for me. Current working directory is certainly not something that I'm looking for here. Simple question: how to get the relative path using fs? Is this possible? Path dot relative method is calculates the relative path from the path. So path and using, what am I gonna be using over here? Mainly that is path, and if I write process here, how to get the relative path from absolute path. I'm not sure how it can be done here. It turns out I will have to create the folder automatically, and once that is created, then I can just simply go on with that. Or to be precise, if I just go a few steps back, this is how I had, right? So ultimately this was mainly used for creating the folder. Fine. Once the folder actually got created, then I had the path over here, and when it came to the path, let me run it again. I can customize it a bit as per my need, and I can just simply enter the image. Once it is there, coming back to this one, it is not even being saved. I am getting that, but inside that there is no image. But one thing is clear, I got the file. Great. As I got the file, this should be actually uploads, then this uploads should be working as well. Disk storage, mkdir. Let me delete it one more time. So ultimately this will be responsible for uploading that, and I can just simply get the right path if not possible, if possible. Okay, a normal chat could have been really easy. I chose this adding pictures and photos. That is something that I'm making it a bit complex, but okay. Upload dir, I have this recursive, I have this. So what is the problem over here? Even upload is I do have this. Okay, so this is getting logged from here. So let me simply remove this log that I have. Once this much is done, then inside this files upload, I will have this URL section. So cd URLs is going to be logged over here. Control D. Let me do it one more time and increase it a bit, move it on the right side, coming back here. Click on this, select two photos this time, open both of them. Can't they be opened at the same time? Why am I not able to open two files? Okay, one can be opened at a time, never mind. So got the response, this is the URL. So ultimately I'm even getting the URL. And the question is, why am I not able to select more than one images? If I want to select both of them, okay, I am able to select this time. So if I try to, right now I'm getting two URLs, 1 2 3 4. Okay, this is working now. So I'm getting all of them as I'm getting them. And over here what is happening, I'm just getting the URLs, and I don't want just the URL, rather I want the whole object, so that on the front end side I can customize the result. That simply means I want these files over here. let's see what do I get from here. So once this much is done, coming back to this particular section, and if I try to upload these ones from here, so all these are gonna be uploaded, and on the front end side I'm getting this URL that is being returned, and apart from this particular thing, this is the response that I'm getting. So at the end of the day, all of them are files, that's okay. And original name I have 7-bit application PDF, this is the name type, uploads is the folder, and this is the path that I'm getting. So at the end of the day, using that path I can just simply get them. So if I just simply check this thing out, so this is how it's gonna be going on, and that's exactly what I want. So if I just a minute copy this particular URL from here, Control C, paste it here, then I'm gonna be getting this. Great job. So this works, and what I want over here, if that is a PDF image types, so there are JPEG, there are GIF. So ultimately I will be sending the JPEG, PNG, and PDF, and GIF, other things. So if that is an image, so that the image can be either PNG or JPEG or maybe JPG, right? 4 types of images. Not this one here. So PNG, GIF, JPG, JPG. I hope JPG also exists there. So if that the URL has that, then that's gonna be rendered. Otherwise, I will just simply give the download option, and this is how it's gonna be going ahead. That simply means what I want to do, I'm already getting the URLs, and that's it. I don't really need anything else on the front end side. And as I'm just simply getting the URLs, so files got saved, this much is already done, and on the front end side I'm getting that simply means the response I'm getting. So if I go to chats panel, so input from here, as soon as I just simply select them, so whenever the change happens, so I'm just simply setting the target value. So let me have a quick look at this. Handle send message, I'm not gonna be sending the message yet. This image section is something I don't need right now, so let's simply, are you sure you don't need it? Image, I have this preview URL, yeah, that's fine. So let's simply get rid of this, and handle send message will run when I click on the send button. But before that, as soon as I handle image input change, at that time, first of all, I'm getting the event.target.files, and I'm able to select multiple file because I have added this multiple over here. So this particular thing is done, and then the log that I'm getting, so what is the log for that particular file? Let's simply remove this. I'm already getting the file, and after that, what am I doing? After that, from those files, there are the file is actually a file list type object. So from there, I'm just simply going to get what? So object files, I'm gonna be getting all the files. Once object.values and files, I'm gonna be getting only the values. Once I got the values, then from those values, if I just give it to the create object URL, so URL is going to be created. Once I have the URL, I'm just simply setting that particular URL there. So I've set the URL inside preview URLs. So okay, over there I have set them. Apart from this particular thing, I'm going to be adding all the files. So from the files, I will get the file, and once I got the file, I'm gonna be adding that file value here. So files and file, just get the file value. Once I got the file value, I'm gonna be just simply appending it to the form data, and this form data I'm creating over here. So it's like just simply appending the things and all. And after that, once I have the form data, I'm just gonna be sending the form data from here. So this is exactly what I'm doing. /files/upload, this is done. It's gonna be, the request is going to be sent to the backend. Then I will get the response. Okay, once I got the response, so I will be getting many URLs, and once I got those many URLs, then I have to just simply, what do I have to do? I have to just simply set the do I have to set the URLs? Not really. Once I have the URL, that is more than enough. Then what will I be doing? Once I have the URLs, that's actually gonna be an array. Now I will click on the send button. Great job. Didn't get the response. Otherwise, CLG what can I say? response dot data dot message. So this is how it's gonna be going ahead. Coming back to this, once I got my URLs, after that the next job is simply send all these URLs back to the all the users. In that case, what will I be doing? I am gonna be emitting the message. And how am I going to emit the message? Before emitting the message, I need to save this URL somewhere so that I have the payload. And when it comes to the payload, coming back to this one, it needs to have all the files along with the message. There should be all the files. And for having the files, where am I getting this from? This is the files section, set file section, and the files is gonna be actually an array. That's okay. That simply means once I got the URLs, so I can just simply say set files, and files can be anything. File can be an image and all, anything. So I will get the current files. Once I got the current files, so from here I will be returning the current files. And what will I be returning? After returning the current files, I will even be returning the URLs that I got. So there can be multiple files that I will be sending. Even let's say destructure all the URLs that I have, and this should kind of do what is the issue. Set files, I'm gonna be getting this. Once I'm getting this, I'm just simply returning this particular array. And what is the issue with this? The issue is that type any is not assignable to type never. Any is not assignable to type never. What is the type of this set files? It doesn't have any type. And what I want to have make it should have string type. And once I've done this, the error is gone from here as well. That's great. And once this is done, so I have set the files. As I have set the files right now, I have my payload. That simply means chat payload. I'm gonna be sending the name of the participant. This participant sent the message from ID is host, meeting ID, message, and files. This much I'm gonna be sending back to the send message event. And once this is done, set preview URL is going to be empty, and set files, that's also going to be empty. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead. Any problem? No problem as such. Will the data be sent to the backend? Hopefully. Having said that, once the data is actually set to the backend, I even have to add it here. So this is not gonna be actually over yet. I have to create a message, not message. What can that be? I'll have to create a state that manages all the messages. Over there I will be saving all my messages as well, and all the messages that I get from the people. So in that case, that can be called chats actually. But so let's go to features. Inside features meeting, inside meetings chat slice, and I already have chats over here. This chat will contain what? This chat is actually gonna be containing ID, name, connection ID, meeting ID. Thankfully I did it yesterday. And this should actually be files. And when it comes to this particular files, it's nothing but an array of a string. That's it. This is how it's gonna be going on. And once I have this much, that's it. And time to save the chats. Great job. And come back to this chat input. Once I have this whole chat payload over here, I will just simply send it. Once I've sent it, I'm even going to dispatch, then not dispatch event. Let's do one thing. I'm not going to focus more on the let's talk about that later. When it comes to this state, like these many states I have over here, if I wanted, I could have even shifted them in, like do I have many things? Not really. I think doesn't matter what I do. These functions and all these things need to be here anyhow. Having said that, if I try to optimize it a bit better, it can be better, but okay, that can be done later on. For now, I'm just simply gonna be going ahead directly, and I need dispatch here. Needing dispatch means const dispatch is gonna be use router, next router, just like this. And once I have this dispatch over here, I hope this is coming from nope, that is wrong. Use, first of all, I need dispatch, and this should be coming from React Redux, and I need to get rid of both from here. Once I've gotten rid of them, then I can just simply dispatch the value. So just here dispatch. Once I'm dispatching, what do I have to do? The simple thing, chat, set chat, and what do I need to provide? I need to provide the payload. That's gonna be chat payload. Any problem? Chat payload, am I importing it? Do I have chat payload here? Yeah, I do have that. And this chat payload contains this payload. This payload takes these many things from here. And what is the issue? The issue can be found in this chat payload itself. So it has the type chat, and type chat is ID, name, connection, meeting, message, files. What is the problem then this? So this payload is gonna be inside that. So action.payload, I'm gonna be getting the payload. I'm just simply pushing it inside chats. So overall it looks fine, but I'm still getting the error. So in that case, let's simply check it. So type a name from ID did this is missing the following property from chat, and that is the ID from the chat, ID and connection ID. Okay, so it turns out that there is no user as such, and no, it should not be the problem. The problem could be the current participant got connection ID, and there is no ID. Just a minute, let me go back to this one. Chat should definitely have the ID, and chat should definitely have the connection ID as well. And as of right now, I'm not really creating that, so I will have to install an like a package for that. So this way that can be done. So that simply means I need to create the ID here as well. And once I have the ID, then this should start making sense. So ID name, do I have something extra? ID name from ID is host meeting ID. Connection ID, I don't really have that. And that connection ID is gonna be actually from ID. So exactly from which person this actually came from. And that should be fine. So I can just simply come back to this one. Instead of having this connection ID over here, I'm gonna be having this from ID. So from ID, so I'm going to have ID, name, from ID, meeting ID, and all these things. From ID in the sense who is the sender, so sender of this particular ID, or to be precise, sender ID I can even name it. So sender ID, so who is the sender of this particular file and message. Coming back to this one, I can name it here the same, sender ID, who is the sender of it. And right now I'm not getting any error. As for this ID, I will have to create it over here. And for creating the ID, I'm gonna be installing a package, and that package will be I'm on the front end side, right? So for the front end, there is a package, I think UUID npm. So UUID React Native, I think let's go with this UUID only. And once installed, I will be getting it like this, and then I will be getting the ID. So without any further delay, let's even do that. npm install UUID. So this is how I will be getting it. And once I got this, after that v4 as UUID v4. So what will I do? I'll be back here, import v4 as UUID v4 from where? From UUID, from here. So this is how I will have it. Let's simply edit in my workspace so that I don't get the squiggly lines over here. And once that is done, so UUID v4, gonna be back here, and I'll be just simply calling UUID v4. So this way I should be getting the ID as well. Once I got the ID, I'm just simply setting it here, and once I'm setting it here, I'm even sending the payload back to the user. Okay. First of all, let's see how am I going to display the message now, because first of all, handle send message. Whenever I click on the button, on click handle send message, so this particular thing is done. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to be back here. I think I need to restart everything, and ls, and first of all npm run dev, and ls npm run dev. Once this particular thing is done, then it's time to check how am I gonna be rendering the result. So as soon as I send the image, even I have to render the image, right? So let's check that thing out right now. So if I just simply click on this chat over here, I selected the image. Right now let's simply select the two of them. So maybe I'm gonna be selecting these two, and let's click on open. I hope they are selected. Okay, done. So this way I'm just simply open, I'm able to open both of them. I can just simply add my message here as well. This photo is from these photos, these images. Let's simply add this much. If I click on send, then what will happen? They should be sent, as simple as that. So if I actually check the redux state, and I will be going to the chat over here. Inside this I'm getting this section over here, and chat has everything related to that. So chat has the ID, name and all, everything. It has the array of these two images, and I will be rendering them here. They are the PNG ones. So now it's all about how am I going to render that. Great. So I'm gonna be rendering this chat, and I have this much information. And one more thing I will be checking, the sender ID, if that's equals to my ID, I will be rendering it on the left side, otherwise I will be rendering it on the right side. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. So it's all about rendering the stuff. So let's do that. For rendering the stuff over here, I am going to go via chat panels. Chat message is going to be rendered over here. So let's come back here, and this is where I'm going to looping through them. I'm going to loop through them. So for that particular thing, I need to have the chats for sure. So const, and excuse me for my English, sometimes it's really fantastic, sometimes it's the worst. I mean, I make a lot of mistakes. It keeps going on, we keep learning, everyone makes mistakes, so I'm no exception at all, and this is how it just simply goes on. So excuse me for that. Having said that, const, I will be getting my chats. So for getting the chats, I will say let's get the chats like this. Use selector react redux, and I am gonna be getting the state here. And once I have the state dot chats should be nope, not really this one. How am I going to get the state? So state dot what all is going to be here. It turns out I don't really have any suggestions, and that's bad or good. Call it good, bad, doesn't really matter, but at the end of the day I need my chats here. So chats, let me go to my features, and inside this chat slice, what is the name of this? The chat, the name is actually chat, and inside chat I'm gonna be having chats. So if I try to get it, so I will have chat dot chats. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead. Should be fine. As for the type of this, so this is gonna be root state, and once I have chats, so I can just simply loop through them. So I already have this chats dot map, and I'm going to get the chat. Once I have the chat, I'm gonna be rendering the things conditionally, and that's gonna be something interesting. So once I have the chats or chat over here, I'm gonna be returning, and most importantly, what will I do here? This is quite simple. I can just simply return a div here, but this is not something that I have to actually return. So this is how I can just simply return the response. But when it comes to the response, so I will first of all return a fragment from here, and once that is done, inside this particular fragment I will have one more condition. And or can I do it directly? Yeah, it can be done directly as well. Directly in the sense, let me remove everything from here, chat, and I want to have know about the current user. So const current participant, that's gonna be equals to use selector, and state dot meeting dot what, so state dot meeting dot current participant. So I will be getting the user like this. Once I got the current participant, then let's get the root state as well, not like this, root state. So this is how it's gonna be getting done, and then it's to be wrapped inside a parenthesis. So once this is done, what I'll say, if chat dot sender id, if that's triple equals to const is sender, and the value of his sender is gonna be based on chats dot sender id sender, not really this, that's bad. I'll have to check it here only. I don't really have any other option. Having said that, I do have the option, and what is that option? That option is simple like this. Now calculate the value of is first of all return fragment at the end, so fragment is returned, and just below this you can create is sender. Don't really know whether this is the best way or not, but yeah, it's gonna be helpful. Is sender is gonna be decided based on chat dot sender id, if that's equals to current participant dot connection id, if that's equals to this, so that is a sender. And once I actually have the sender, what will I do? So if is a sender, then I have to render it on the right side just like this, otherwise I have to render it on the left side, as simple as that. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And now I have to give it the message. So message is going to be what? Message is actually going to be chat dot message, not meeting id, message, just like this. And same is actually gonna be happening over here as well. So message, not chat dot message. I even need the name, and when it comes to the name, so how about just simply the whole thing from here? That simply means I'm gonna be sending the whole chat to this particular component, and once left right will be decided, you, if you are the sender, then of course you. And then when I actually go here, then I have these two diffs. I'm just simply rendering the things. Having said that, I can do one more thing. Okay, just let me do one thing. Let me cut it from here, and let me replace everything with just one component here. And inside this I'm gonna be passing the whole chat. And not only that, I'm gonna check one thing. If is a sender, in that case right, otherwise left. The same thing is gonna go over here. If is a sender, true, is a sender. Or let me do one thing even better, as I have calculated that value. So let's get rid of all. Is a sender is actually gonna be is sender, like this. And this should be okay. Is a sender, I'm just simply calculating it here. Is sender is gonna be equals to is sender, so I'm just simply sending the value here. Coming back to this one, I am getting what? I will be getting the chat. I will be getting is a sender, whether that is a sender or not. So this way I will be getting it. Sender can actually be true or false. Coming back to this one, chat type. Do I have the chat type? I don't really think so. I have it. That simply means I'm not exporting it, and exportation is really bad in this particular section. Next time onwards I will be keeping this particular thing in mind. I'm keeping the types in the right places. But for now I'm gonna be going to my features. Inside features, chat slice, and I will just simply export this from here. This is not the best way, but it will just work here. And the chat is gonna be chat, and is this gonna be the one? And after that, is sender is gonna be boolean. So this is how it should be going on. And once I have these values, then if you are the sender, so is a sender, then that's great job. Then this will happen, otherwise this will happen. And side related stuff is going to be just straightforward. Let me have the style directly over here, right? So this is going to be fine. That simply means side is right, then ml auto, ml auto, just like this. And as for this one, mr auto. So let's simply get rid of this all, mr auto. This is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. And as for the message, this is actually gonna be chat dot message. Same thing is gonna be here, chat dot message. And that is it. As for the name over here, I'm gonna be getting the first letter of the name. So get how am I gonna be doing this? So the letter that I have. So let me do one thing. Chat dot name, name dot 0th index dot to uppercase, just like this. Same thing I'm going to do over here as well. So Control C, V over here. This is done as well. And once I've done this, others, you and others. So let's see how it's gonna be going on. Hopefully this is not the only one thing. Apart from this particular thing, I even have to show the message. In that case, let me do one thing. Not showing the message, showing the images, and this is gonna be the main path for them. So in that case, let me copy it all. Mainly I'm going to copy the image, this particular, Control Shift C. So once I've copied it, I'm going to be going to the localhost 3000 / this, and well, it's not working. Why is that so? Because the front end is having said that, it should be working. Localhost, do I have the photos on the localhost? I have actually many. So what is the issue? The issue is with the upload / this. The issue should not be this. Cancel. Let's go to the console. Okay, I'm gonna be uploading the image so that I can actually get the path URL for that, and then I will be testing how can I show that. So once this is done, file got saved successfully. And how about the URL? Files got saved successfully, but I'm not getting the URL. I'm not getting that, or I'm not rendering that. I'm not rendering that. So if I just simply CLG render the chat over here, that simply means I'm rendering the URL. That's right. So if I just do it one more time, this particular one, files got saved successfully, and chat input, I'm getting it from the input side. That simply means this is not never ever running. Coming back to this chat input, I'm going to render CLG. Forget about this rendering stuff. Yeah, let's do one thing, CLG log, and I'm gonna be rendering the files. Fine. And once I'm actually rendering that, coming back to this one, so file got saved successfully. I'm getting this file URL over here, and this is the URL for that particular file. So Control C, if I actually go here, so I am getting it like this. Okay, as I'm getting this particular URL here, so what am I gonna do? I'm actually going to go to the chat message, chat message. This is where chat message is being shown. So inside chat messages, I'm gonna be rendering this particular image as well. So I will have chat message, and if I have the files, then I will be rendering that. Having said that, there are gonna be more than one files and all. So in that case, that's actually gonna be a div. So what can I do? I have these two things, and I'm gonna be wrapping them inside a div again. And once I've wrapped them inside a div, I will be creating one more div, and that inside that div I will have the image, and that image will contain this. And let's see how it goes. So coming back to this, well, nothing is visible, of course, because there is no chat as of now. because of that thing I'm facing this issue. So what will I do? I will add the chat here from my on side. So const chat no, it's gonna be problematic in that case if I try to add it. So okay, no problem. Coming back to this, I have this, I will have to add the chat there. That's okay, I can even do that, that's not really a big problem. And once I have this much, then I will be able to edit. So what I have to do, I have to go to features right now. I have to add demo data. So chat slice initial value, and this is gonna be what? First of all, I need to have the ID, that's gonna be 123. I need to have the name, that's gonna be VIP. I need to have meeting ID, that's going to be the ID of this meeting only. So copy it, Control C. Just for the designing purpose I'm getting it, meeting ID, and I'm gonna be pasting it here. Just after that I will have message hi, and then I will have files. So files is actually gonna be an array of multiple strings. So what is the issue over here? The issue is that there is ID, there is name, there is no sender ID. So sender ID, the sender ID of the current user, let's make it 123 whatever. It doesn't really matter, at the end there should be some data, and it doesn't really matter whose data that is. So coming back to this, why is this happening over and over? Is this because the data is here? And it could be ultimately a user joined and all. So let me do one thing. Instead of having this data over here, I'm going to go to this chat section, chat message, and inside this chat message I'm getting this chat over here, and probably I think I should be going to the chat messages, and this is the chat section that I have. I'm already getting it from here. So instead of getting it from there, const and chat is gonna be equals to this. So I'm gonna be having it here like this. Once I have this chats over here, that's actually going to be used, and once that's being used, so let's check out the result. Why am I having so many re-renders here? It turns out it's reloading over and over for some reason. Coming back to this one, so this is how I'm just simply getting, I'm getting high over here, and that's great. So this way I can have many messages, that's right too. So when it comes to those messages, so I'm gonna be having this. So ultimately 3 messages are gonna be there, and they are being rendered here. Okay, not only that, I even want to render the image, and for rendering the image I need to have the right URL, and for getting the right URL I can go here, I can just simply copy it, and I can just simply paste the right URL inside messages. So files, and at least I will have two URLs 2 times in all of them. So the same file I'm going to copy and paste, this same file I'm going to copy and paste this. So this is how it's gonna be going on. Having said that, there's going to be no difference. The meeting is the same, that's gonna be super helpful. And apart from this particular thing, now I can go to this chat message, and once I go here I will be checking the files. So if I have the files, so control, and now I'll check if I have the files. In that case files.map, I will be getting the file. Once I got the file, then I have to render that. So if file dot the file that I'm actually getting, that contains, I have to check whether that is an image or not. So I got the file, and I will return something from here. So this is how it's gonna be going on. By the way, this should be files, and this should not just be files, that should be rather chat.files. So it's not gonna be problematic. Having said that, am I getting the chat over here? Yeah, chat definitely contains files, yes or no? It does contain files. and once it does, what is the problem here? It should return something. Let me make it return this. Now that files is possibly undefined, and yeah, it could be that a file is going to be undefined. File is going to be undefined. File can be undefined for what reason? File should always be added there, right? So undefined does not make sense. But even if this can be, file can be string of array, and I'm making it optional. That's gonna be always an array. Coming back to this one, now I'm not gonna be getting the error here, and I want to check one thing. Const is image, whether the file that I'm actually getting, that is the image or not. So contains includes, so it includes, what will it be getting? Search string. That search string can be PNG, or if file dot includes JPEG. I mean, this is the worst way to just simply write things and all, but okay. And otherwise, I could have created proper functions. That functions decides whether this is the image or not, but let's go ahead with this. Includes JPG, this much. If that is the image, then okay. Otherwise, I will be showing it some another way. Whenever you click on that, you should be able to download that as well. How will you download that? That's altogether another case, but I can do that. So coming back to this one, that's going to be image, not really image. If that is the image, is image, in that case I have to render I will have a div here first of all, just like this. So I need to have a div, and then I can have the things conditionally. Having the things conditionally in the sense, if that is the image, I will be doing something, and at the end of the day I will be giving the download option. So click to download. So if I don't even have the name of the file. That's crazy. I should have the name of the file as well, because if that is just a file, then how will I get the name? If that is a file like this, there's no way to get the name from here. That's interesting. Yeah, so this time I can only do one thing. I can just simply render the download links, and if that is the image, I will be just simply doing that too, like adding that too. So you will be able to see the image, but you will not be able to see the PNG and all. How to render a file PDF in HTML. Is this possible to do that? HTML display PDF within browser. For that thing I can use iframes. I have to just provide the path, and that is it. So maybe it would be great idea to just simply add the iframe over here. Let's see how it's gonna be going on, because that's the only option I have here, because I don't really have even a name of the file. So what can I do? If that is the image, okay, is image, even better. If that is the is image, in that case, an image tag img, just like this. Otherwise an iframe. So how will I get the iframe? I'm gonna be just simply copying it from here and paste it over here. Many things have been copied. Let's simply copy it now, paste it here. Well, it will keep coming here, so let's simply get rid of this, the whole section. Now it is fine. As for the style, this is gonna be this, and can I get rid of this? So this is how I'm gonna be having it here. And as for the data, let me upload the file and get the file data. So file URL mainly, not even that. So if I click on this and if I upload the file, so this is the, if I click on this, this is the URL for the file. So copy it from here, come back to this one, and just simply replace it with the real URL, and this should be fine. Having said that, at some places I will be having this as well. Just a sec. And as for this image, what will I do? I'm already looping through it. That simply means source is gonna be the path. So I already have the file dot nothing, just file is going to be here, and this should be enough. Same over here. Let me cut it from here and let's simply have the file here. So this is gonna be working, and let's see whether it's gonna be actually how this is going to be shown. Apart from this particular thing, what will I do? Let me change the demo data. So I will have the file as well at some places. Paste it and paste it. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. Coming back to this one, nothing is visible as of right now. So let's simply get rid of this. Chat messages, I'm going to be sending the chats from here, and I'm gonna be rendering it. I'm already rendering it 3 times, so I'm getting the response as well. And as for this one, class name bg red 300. So this is how it looks like. No difference at all. In that case, you, okay, so all of this is for you only, so that is why there is no difference at all. So I'm going to copy the whole thing, this particular whole div, and everything needs to be wrapped, and then I'm gonna be pasting it here. So that's great. Let's paste it here, and let's simply wrap it inside a div. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things, and this looks quite insane. Okay, in that case, what do I have to do? It's time to make some changes, and of course I can make the components and all, but let's go with this much only. Later I will even add the components, and that component will be just for this thing. But okay, for now I'm gonna be going ahead because I just want to see the result, how it looks like. A customization can be done later. For now, what will I do? Once I've done this much, I have this image over here. Class name, height is gonna be 20, width is gonna be 20. How will it look like? It looks smaller, doesn't it? Not, it doesn't look smaller. That simply means this does not have any effect. How about width 100, height 100? And I just forgot that I'm using Next.js. That simply means over here I can use image tag from Next.js, and once I have this, I need to add alt as well. Alt, just gonna be empty, and this is how I'm going with the things. But still, this is the first section that I'm changing, so I have to mainly change everything in the second section, and I have to copy and paste the things. That's it. So let me change the second one, because most of the changes are being taken, I mean they are taking place over here only. So this much is done. So this way it looks like this, and I'm just giving it the file alt, width and height. What is the problem? The problem is that image is not visible for some reason. Image is not visible. So if I go to messages, and if I check this thing out, Control C, coming back to this one, okay, over here, if I just try to add the image, okay, this is still not visible. So why is the image not visible here? So for some reason, if I use this particular tag, this is not gonna be visible there, and not getting any error as such, but this is just simply not visible. Normal image works, but this particular does not work. In that case, this is the error that I'm getting, 400 bad request, and that's it. Coming back to this one, this image tag mainly comes from next image, that's fine. And when using this, I'm going to be using this particular path, so I'm actually using this particular path. Let me localhost 8000. If I go to, if it doesn't work, I will go with normal image, and later I will know more about it. Next config, I already added this HTTP. Let me paste it here. So HTTP localhost 8000, and that's it. Only these many things I can have over here. For some reason it is not working, so okay, I will be checking it later exactly how it works and all. For right now I can just simply use a image tag here, because I just want to show it, that's it. Image is going to be here, and that's gonna be more than enough. So this image will definitely work, or won't this? So I have this image over here, it has the source, and this comes in the second part. Apart from this particular thing, I need to have the image here as well. This will be showing this, and I can get rid of this one, and this is not visible at all. That simply means this is not running. So npm run dev, npm run dev. Let's simply get it done once, because later I will be just simply working on the UI part as well, but for now I have to just simply focus on the functionality. Let it get done first. Coming back to this, going to this one, this is how it looks like, and that is more than enough. And let me give it some design and all, and once this is done, then that's fine. Having said that, I have this file section over here. So chat file is going to be rendered like this. So instead of keeping the things separate, I can actually create a function like component that will just do the job of rendering them, right? Chat file so.tsx rfc chat files. This thing is done, and once I have this chat files component, so I can just simply have it in the upper div, and instead of returning this from here, I can just simply return chat files like this. And once this much is done, chat files, then it should be just simply chat file, because I'm not passing the files here. Or even better, when it comes to just simply sending the whole, so I can cut it all from here, the whole div, and inside that I can just simply show the stuff. So let's simply cut it all, Control X, and I will be showing chat files over here. This is how it will just simply go, and that is it. Coming back to this chat files, I will just simply export it from here. So this particular thing is done, but this is not gonna be enough. So this is how it's gonna be done. As for the chat, I will be getting the chat over here, so no need to worry about that. And chat is gonna be type of chat, no need to worry about that either. So this thing is done. Coming back to this input, chat messages. Chat message will be showing this chat files. It needs chat, so chat is gonna be equals to chat list few. Something is better than nothing. And apart from this particular thing, let me close this chat files like this. Chat is actually gonna be equals to chat. Any problem? Definitely. And that problem is what? Chat is not assignable, so I am definitely getting the chats from here, and I create this chat. The chat does not have this type, is that so? Chat.files should contain the files and all. So when it comes to this particular chat, so it has these many things, and that's okay. So chat and type chat is not assignable to intrinsic attributes, and chat property chat does not exist on the intrinsic values and all. Okay, in that case, what can I do? I have chat message, so if I go to messages, from here I have the ID, name, sender ID, meeting ID, message and files. What else do I need to have? So if I actually give it the type is actually gonna be chat array, then what will happen? Nothing will happen. That means yeah, it is in the right way. So from here chats.map, I'm just simply gonna be sending the chat to the chat message, and as this comes over here, so the type of the chat is this chat, and that is again fine. And when it comes to this chat files, so I'm doing nothing but simply redirect, I mean sending it back, and that problem is in this. Sorry for that. Chat is gonna be having the chat type, but it will have the type like this. Maybe sometime I will be taking some time out, and some other time, and I will be making the structure better over here, because it's getting messy. That is okay, but it's all about managing the stuff, so we can do it here easily. And let's simply click on OK, click on this one. So this is how the things are visible right now. So still we are able to see. Now it's all about how you change them the better way. So first of all, I already have the message. Just after the message, I have the files. So I can do one thing, flex, and this flex is gonna be column first of all, so that the message, and again I have two things over here, and that is gonna be problematic. Okay, never mind. This is insane. Having two things getting repeated twice is not a good way to just go with the things, but okay, for now I'm gonna be going ahead with this as well. So flex and flex column, this is not what I wanted, so let me just have this one. So it's gonna be like this. This is the whole div, this is the second div, this is the chat message, and they needs to be wrapped inside a div. They are already wrapped, aren't they? So I have the name and I have this. I will wrap them inside a div. I will wrap them inside a div, so they are gonna be wrapped like this, and this is fine too. Not only that, I can make them flex, and gap is going to be 3. So if I cut this style from here and paste it here, this won't be a bad idea at all. So this is fine. And apart from this particular thing, if I actually remove this chat from here, so how will it be looking like? It looks quite good. One thing that can be done, I am gonna be doing the same thing with these ones. I have already done it here. The only thing is the style that is missing. So let's remove this flex column from here. It's gonna have the kind of the same design. So class name, I can just simply copy and paste the stuff from here. Control X, let's simply paste it here. And coming back to this one, so this is how it looks like. And items are actually gonna be center, done. And not only that, now it's time to render this. So when rendering this, it looks like that. After that, I am going to give it a flex and flex column, and this is okay. It doesn't really matter whether you give it flex or not, they are gonna be there forever. And after that, I can go to this chat, and over here class name and flex, so they are gonna be beside each other. Having said that, class name width is gonna be 30, height is gonna be 30. This is gonna be bad. How about keeping it 50 by 50, and that is more than enough. I don't need to have height a lot, so height is just gonna be around 20 only, 20 by 50, maybe 30. So this much I'm gonna be having it. And first of all, it needs to have width full, so this div that I have. But before even that, the top level div, that is this one, it needs to have width full. It is not able to have that, so how about making it flex 1? It will not have that either. So if I go to chat message, so this is the chat files that I have, and over here bg green 300. Okay, so it turns out there is not full width of this, so now it is well, and that simply means I can come back to this one, and height is 30. I'm just simply rendering all of them. So if I actually make it flex, then what will happen? They are gonna be beside each other, and flex wrap gap is gonna be around 3. So this is how it's gonna be going on, and I think this much is good enough as for right now. Of course it can be better, and even they can be downloaded and all, but for now showing them is the only thing. Even you don't send the files, that's completely fine. If you send them, that they are gonna be looking like this. I may even give a button over here, they can be downloaded from here. There can be a number of things, but if you are able to just get the basic thing done, the most basic one, on top of that you can build anything, right? So we are focusing on the main basic thing, and once this much is done, after that what do I have to do? After that you don't really have to do anything. There needs to be some gap between this. So gap in the sense, let's close this file. Nothing needs to be done here. Inside messages, this is already let's keep it flex, flex and flex column. Items not center, rather items gonna be, let's remove this item from here. So this is how it's gonna be going on, and gap is actually gonna be around 3, so that they're just below, and that's it. And apart from this particular thing, I'm actually going to copy everything from here. So Control C, margin light, remaining things are gonna be exactly the same way. So let's paste it here, no need to worry about anything. And apart from this particular thing, the top level div, that means the message itself, should have some padding, and that's gonna be all around. That simply means padding is gonna be 5, only being applied to x-axis. Padding is gonna be 3, and this is enough. Okay, apart from this particular thing, if there is a message, that message is gonna be there, and that's it. So I know it is stuck, I mean scattered, things are here and there, it doesn't even, I mean it's hard to understand and all. We can make it better, not a really big problem. If it is working, that means it is right. Only the structural thing is the issue. But apart from this particular thing, everything seems to be okay. And after that, what will I do? I can close this, and once it is closed, I can close all of this. So let's get rid of this now. As for this chat, I'm going to get the chat from the main chat section, and once I'm getting this, cancel this, and once I'm getting this here, let's click on this, let's send a message, send hi. Wow, I'm getting it. Send it one more time, I'm getting it. But the problem is that it should be on the right side, but here it is on the left side. Why is that so? This is from the admin side. So let's click on the chat message, and over here ML auto, but it is not working. Let's give it bg color, bg red 300. So this has the bg color right like this, but uh, margin left auto only works when there is a flex at the top. So let me give it a flex if I'm not wrong, only then it works. Yeah, I was right. And once there is already flex, let's make the items center. It's not gonna be working. Let's not worry about the item center, but if there is flex, margin left will work. That is one plus point. And apart from this particular thing, this flex already here, I already have flex column. I can have just the, why am I not getting the reload? Why am I not getting what? Why am I not getting suggestions? So justify center, justify center doesn't work. That's insane. Where does it need to even work? I have these things, right? So ultimately the message and all justifies item center, I can have it here. So items center, the same thing is gonna be here as well. And again, why is that so that this is not working? This is going to be me, and if this is actually me, so flex gap 3, and this is the message I have, this is the icon that becomes. If I have flex bg red 500, so this is it. So it doesn't have the full width, and that is the problem. So height is gonna be full. Height full doesn't work. So height full doesn't work for this bg red 500. Okay, so height full does not work for this one. That simply means this one doesn't have the height at all. So if I give it height full like this, so ultimately the top one doesn't have the height full. If I've already given it the color, it does have the height full. So in that case, no need to worry about this red color. The main problem is in this one, and it is flex gap items center, and it is flex column. So height full does not work here. That's insane. And okay, if it doesn't work, then doesn't work, can't really do anything. Flex is gonna be 1. Flex is not working. Just bottom, I have the padding all around. So padding this is the padding for what? Okay, this is fine. This is padding for this thing. This whole thing I'm unable to design it. Arey yaar, not yaar. Is sender. If I'm the sender, I'm gonna be shown here only, so that should be fine. In that case, what am I missing? This is the top level div that I have. The color is already green. Let me keep it green. Green. Arey jao, green. So yeah, this is fine. As the color is green right now. Now that this div and this div, I have these two things inside this. Okay, so this is the chat section extra thing that I'm getting just below that. Got it. And what will I do over here? If I have the files, coming back to this chat, this is the problematic thing. So the extra thing that I'm actually getting, the extra bg blue 300, and once that is bg blue, it's of course not going to be visible because there are no chats at all. In that case, chats jpg bg red bg pink 300. Not really getting to know the exact region. I'll have to just simply figure out by selecting the elements and all, and that's fine. I mean, that's not gonna be a big problem. Coming back to this one, this chat file I have, if I just simply, okay, so yeah, this is the problem. This chat file is the problem, but the question is, why is it the problem? I have only this much inside this, and they are not even visible directly. Flex lab gap is 3. Is the gap problem? Because of these elements, I'm facing this issue. Interesting. Having said that, I have this source over here, and this source is not gonna be just this, rather this is actually gonna be file. So this is how I'm gonna be having the things. Height 30, and if I just simply remove the height, nothing will happen. So height, let's keep it 30. The thing is that it is definitely because these chat files, and if I give it some color, even that color is not visible. So busy red, if I keep it even 800, that is not visible at all. So I have only one option to check this. So this is the section that I have. Let's go with this way. So I'm gonna be back here. So this is the section that I have. Inside this section, inside this particular div, I have this div, I have this div, and what is this div? There is nothing in this div. There is just simply this red color, and even this red color is not visible for some reason. And if I actually try to give it some style, so BG red is not visible. Background color, for what reason? For some reason it doesn't have any BG color. And not only that, this does not have any element inside this. And if I remove this flex and flex wrap, this BG red color is still not visible inside this one. Why is that so? BG red is not visible. BG black, that's still not visible. So what kind of div is this? The top level is understandable. The bottom level, and just at the top I have this. This is the whole thing. ML auto, flex column, and so if there is nothing, why can't I hide it? So can I make it hidden? Hidden, yeah, that can definitely be hidden. So it's better to hide that, but still I'm not getting it. BG black doesn't work. That means any background color doesn't have any effect. If I have some text, I can't even have some text. I can just enter this border. It can definitely have the border. It can have everything else. Let me remove this green color first of all. So where do I have that green color? I have this chat files, chat message, green color is here. Let's simply get rid of this color, and BG red. So this is how it goes. And as for this one, I'm gonna be making it hidden. This is the only thing that I can do. So when it comes to making it hidden, so chat files and the whole div that I have here. So if not chat dot files or chat dot files dot length, that's triple equals to 0, in that case just simply return from here. Don't even do anything. Got it? So at least this way that's not gonna be visible there, unnecessary. And as for this red color, I'm gonna be removing it from here. Just that's it. So once this particular thing is done, I have removed this red color, and I need to go to this one. I need to remove this red color as well. So this thing is done too. So this much is done, and it's time to add some file like this one and this one. Let's simply click on open. So these are added here. Send some message, click on add. These files are added here. At least it looks okay. Not bad. Okay, apart from this particular thing, if I'm going to render even some files like this one and this one, open. So I can have the PDFs here, enter, send. So these PDFs are going to be visible here, and it is okay. The name should be on the left side anyhow, so that is not actually happening the way I want it to be happen. So what I will be doing here, when it comes to the name, so that simply means this particular section, the whole section over here, so that is flex column, just simply means margin left is gonna be 0 or auto, and that will do the job. So this is how it's gonna be going ahead. And apart from this particular thing, if I add more than one things, then what will happen? Adding more than that means if I click on this, and if you select many of them except this one, so 1 2 3 4 5 and all, let's click on this. So I'm gonna be having things like this. I can click on send, and at the end of the day things are gonna be looking like this. This is not the worst thing ever actually. Even you can operate them. It is working, right? And now the thing is that will the another user be able to get it? That is all about that depends on the logic. So let's simply work on that logic as well. If I click outside, I'm gone. Right now there's only one user. If I click on the chat, I'm getting this. What else could be better than this? So far so good. How about when other users get it? Never expected even I could do this much, but okay, this much got done. What else could be better, right? As for making it better, making it downloadable, I can use an anchor tag, download, and then that will be downloaded. Not a big problem. Okay. Now what next do I have to do? I have to listen for the events. So listening for the events in the sense going to the front end signaling.ts. That simply means it's gonna be inside lib. Inside lib I have signaling.ts over here. I'm receiving the message here. Once I receive the message, I'm gonna be getting the data, and once I got the data, I'm gonna be checking the data. CLG, I don't even need to check the data because I can see it in the backend side. So from the backend side, if I click on the source, if I click on the socket.ts, from here I'm sending this message. So data contains what? Data contains data. And what does this data contain? This data contain the payload. So okay, so from the front end side I'm sending the data. That whole data is actually received here. Let me even check that. So what am I sending from the front end side, and where am I sending? I must be sending inside chat section. So if I go to components, if I go to meeting, panels, chats, and after that chat panel should be the one. From here I have this chat input box, and from here I'm actually sending this chat payload. Let me do one thing. This chat payload is gonna be like this. So I'm sending it in the form of an object. That simply means this will it will be data.chat payload on the backend side. So I can go to the backend side here, and chat payload data.chat payload, and from here I will be getting the meeting ID. And once I got the meeting ID, I will be forwarding, or I can even send the, depends, right? Exactly what most of the time I'm sending it in the form of an object, and that is why I'm just sending this time as well. And apart from this particular thing, data contains that, so I'm just gonna be sending the data. That simply means the payload is being sent. That's great. And on the front end side, whenever I'm listening for this particular event over here, so const chat payload is gonna be data.chat payload, or I can say I'm gonna be getting it like this. So ultimately I got my chat payload from the data. I could have added more things, but this much is fine. Having said that, creating another object altogether on top of that is something that doesn't really make sense. But okay, it's good to have the chat payload like this too. And after that, what will I be doing? Dispatch, I hope I have it here. I have it. Set chat and chat payload. It's better to give it like this, and that is why I just got the chat payload only. And once I set it there, so it got set, it will re-render. So let's see. It's time to ask two users to join the meeting. Let's see. Even I'm gonna be checking it after many days, and let's see whether it actually works or not. So this time let's reload the page. First one is gonna be user number A, because there can be high probability that I'm gonna be encountering a lot of errors here, so I don't wanna give them proper names just for that reason. And enter user number B, allow, and turn on. Okay, camera related problem. The thing is that right now OBS is using the camera, so let me make OBS use my Iron webcam. That's gonna be just the demo webcam for now. Let's double click on this. Let's select this one. Okay, this fine. And now if I reload the page one more time, let me close this as well. The page is reloaded. Right now camera is there because there is black color. That simply means camera is detected. And that's gonna be user number. Arey bhai, sorry. Let's simply reload this page, enter the name. That's gonna be user number A. Okay, fine. Control C, paste it here, and then user number B, allow. B wants to join the meeting. Both of them are connected. Let's turn on the camera. Hello everybody, welcome back. How are you guys doing? I can turn the camera here and it is visible here. I can turn the camera here, it is visible here, and this is how it just simply goes on. But turning the camera is not a problem because it's been working since ages. I can even share the screen. Not only that, once sharing the screen, let me share the entire screen right now. So right now this entire screen is being shared, and even you can just see the screen sharing status. I can even stop it. You can even record the screen, and that's really fantastic. We have even worked on it quite a lot. The important part is gonna be seeing the participants. So if I click on the participant section, there is A, that means you, there is B, so ultimately participants are also visible. Let's click on this chat section. This is the part that we forget about this designing thing and all. We will make it better, design it better. It is recording the screen, sorry. Okay, coming back to this one. Now it's time to send the message. So let's open chats, both the sides, and there is no problem in the logic. I'm gonna be sending hi. I click on send. The message is sent, but the message is not visible over here. Congratulations, first of all, this is the error. Not only that, the another thing is that this hi should be empty, but it is not empty right now, and that is just a message. So what I can do, I can go to my chats panel, input box, and inside the input box I have this message. So when I send the message, I'm gonna be making it empty. So set message is actually gonna be empty. Not only that, the another thing is that what I want, as soon as I click enter, so what will I do, I will keep inputting the values. So I will keep getting the event.target.files, not this one, image input change. I will keep getting the changes here, and but as soon as if event.target.key, I hope this works, event.key, if that's triple equals to enter, in that case alert enter clicked. What is the problem? Key does not exist on type change event target. अरे भाई कुछ तो मिल जाओ. Event dot target. Okay, it turns out I don't have that. Target dot target dot key, can I have it? Not animate. Target dot key, target dot entered. Let's get the hints. Value, nope, not value. Width, type, translate, title, text content, style, step, source, size, slot, select, scroll, role, required, read only, remove. Nothing is important. The one thing that I'm looking for, that is important, at least for now, but I'm not getting that. Let me do one thing. How to get enter click from input box. Coming back, trigger button click when JavaScript enter key enter. So text search, got it. Event key function, event dot key code, key up. In React, let's write one more thing. In React, how to get input value, input React, how to get the entered key in React.js. So event dot key, it does exist. So the first one was right, event dot key, but the thing is that this is on the HTML input element, this is the change element, and key does not exist on change element. Crazy. I want to dig deeper into this. Key down event dot key enter, I will definitely get that. And let's check this. Event handle key down, this is the input box, this is the, oh sorry, I am great, not crazy. I am looking for the change event, I should be looking for the key down event. So change event is here, on key down, handle key down, and I will have it here, const handle key down. I will be getting the event key down, event name what, don't know. If event dot key that's triple equals to enter, in that case call handle send message like this. Yeah, this will be called, but before that the type, change event key press event type of key down event, type of key down event, element key down, what is the type of it, events key down, I think that is equals to key down only. So enter key down event, there is no event. I can keep it any, but I don't want to keep that. Okay, key press nope, अब क्या, anything, type of key down event in React, on key down event, what is the type of name of the event, keyboard event, yaar, obviously keyboard, how can I forget the name of the keyboard event. So this is done, and this is on in HTML input element. Keyboard event is coming from where, it should come from React. Now no problem, so now at least this should work. I'm gonna send in this enter is not working, okay, still not working, fine. Coming back to this keyboard event, alert enter is clicked, अरे जो भी है, coming back to this, yeah, this is not working, congratulations. Coming back to this one again, okay, enter, not working. Why is this not working? Handle key down, event clicked, clg event dot key, that's simply, where should I have it? I should have it here, so let's paste it here. You must be laughing at me ki that is the file input and you are just simply entering the what event. Now this is gonna be done, enter, now I'm getting that, and this is gonna be visible there. Fine, it is working. Get rid of this. Now this is fine. And what is the next thing that I can do? First of all, I should be able to select some images. So let's select some values from here. Did this, open it. Okay, they are opened here. I can just simply, this is for you, enter. Yay. Doesn't matter how it looks, I am able to send that. That is more than enough. Let's simply get rid of this. And not only that, now it's all about when the other person actually sends, I'm gonna be checking for that particular event. So first of all, the event is actually gonna be going here, and CLG send event is gonna be what? Event is gonna be send message, just like this, and data is gonna be this. Koi dikkat? No dikkat. Actually dikkat. Now fine. So this much I've done over here. From here I will be sending receive data event. So that event will come to this signaling TS over here, and I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen for that particular event, and CLG event is gonna be what? Event is gonna be RECEIVE, receive message, just like this, and the data I will be logging the data over here as well. And this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. It's all about checking the events, figuring out the bug over here. So let's keep it here. Let's keep it here. Done. Cancel this. Let's simply close this, reload the page, and the name is actually gonna be A again. Let's click on this, and by the way, I need the ID. Select, reload the page, enter. Name is gonna be B over here. Allow the user, say hello from my side. Hello, I said that. What is the next thing that I have to do? The next thing is to go to the chats. Okay, here. Now say hi, but more than hi, I have to just check the what? I have to check the console. So let's come back here, click on console. Description, remote description, everything is fine. Same thing is gonna be happening on this side as well. So let's click on this because it will be receiving some options as well. So if I click on send, congratulations, at least on the front end side nothing happened. On the back end side, I did not restart my backend. Sorry for that. Let's simply restart it and let's try this thing out again. So for that thing, just for that thing, I'll have to stop it. Bad, but okay. Reload the page. The name is gonna be A. Enter. This is fine. I'm gonna be saying hi, and I'm gonna be copying this thing from here. It's like I am made to sit there. Okay. By the way, this reload the page. B. Allow. This thing is done. Inspect and console, and this time go to chats. Coming back to this one, I'm going to enter A, sorry, not A, hi. So I received it. Chat payload, I'm setting it. It is working. Congratulations. Yeah. Itna bhi kuch nahi. There are gonna be number of bugs, but yeah, I'm getting it. Hi sent, A sent the message from here, and this got here, and how are you doing? Okay. Oh, fine. How about you? Okay. Now it's time to send the picture. So wanna send, and one more thing, I will have to just scroll it automatically. Wanna send some pictures. Have a look, and now let's pictures. Open. This is the logo I've created in the amazing job. Okay, there's a little issue, and that little issue is that they are here in the middle, and but that is not even a big problem. That should be fine. I can keep them on the left side too. And uh, this is the PDF for reading. Let's add the PDF now. So these three PDFs are gonna be here. I need to just render them here as well. I will be doing that. Just simple click on edit. Here we are, and now I can send more messages. But the thing is that as I send the message, so if I send hi and bye, tata, so what is actually happening? I'm unable to scroll it the right way. So ultimately I have to work on the UI part, right? So we will work on that, but at the end of the day, this much is more than enough. The UI part can be worked on anytime, so I'm gonna be working on that too, but overall this is working fine. Participant, these are the participants. Chats, these are the chats between those two participants, and this is fine. What do you think what do you think about this one? The chats are still gonna be here, and this is the user. That's gonna be only 100, and because of these many chats, it looks crazy. I definitely need to work on the UI part, but as for the UI, that can be made better anytime. Let's simply add hi, and this time if I say add lots of message, yeah, this is where I face the issue. So I have to fix this so that it becomes scrollable, and once this is scrollable, that then I have to do something or the other. And right now what I'm gonna be doing, I think, what time is it? 9:42. I have some more things remaining, but let's make it scrollable, and let's make it be able to be automatically scrolling. Okay, for that thing I can do one thing. First of all, let's make it scrollable. So let's close everything. It's all about design part right now. Overall, the business logic is done. Now how good you are at designing and all, I don't consider myself a good designer. Having said that, I will be a good designer someday when I have enough time to work on that. For now, let's simply go to this sidebar actually. So components, meeting sidebar, panels, chats, and this is gonna be the chat panel that I have. And in here I will have my messages, and once I have my messages, so if I go to this one, so this is where I will have my messages. And what will I do? I will just render a lot of messages at the same time. What will happen doing that? Nothing. Just in this way I will be able to check. So one, control C, control V, control V. I'm not okay. That's done. So this way I will be able to check the rendering stuff. Great stuff. Click on this, and this is how it looks like. That is really wow. I'm somewhere here, and it's like I'm floating here and there. Never mind. Let's come back to this one. This whole message section should be scrollable. For making it scrollable, I'll have to what do I have to do? Someone's birthday. It's someone's birthday today. The song is being played nearby. Never mind. Coming back to this one. I think even you must be able to listen to that. Tailwind, not this. Scrollable. Nope. Really? Let's simply reload the page. I just hope that because of that song I will not get the copyright claim. And scrollable. Literally, oh, not scrollable, overflow. Should be getting some suggestions here. Okay, scrollable auto. Scrollable auto. Doesn't really work. I have used this scrollable thing somewhere. So inside chat message, now I'm gonna be getting different type of messages. So even this is not the section that I need to worry about. Let me do one thing. Control Shift E, and over here is overflow. Oh, literally. Overflow auto. Fine. First one is used inside chat messages, then chat panels. Inside chat panels, I'm using overflow auto, and I have chat, I have input box. this is something that is okay, but this is not okay. So this overflow auto should not be here. So if I just simply remove it from here, and what is the problem? A really big problem. Now fine. And chat messages, all the messages are gonna be inside that. So that simply means, how can I make it scrollable? Let's give them BG color so that I am able to identify BG red 300. This is the whole div that I have, and at the end, okay, this includes chat as well, but I have to just make the message one flexible, overflow. So let's remove this. That simply means this is the right place, and to just add some designing stuff. And BG red 300, this only contains the message part, and the message part needs to have some height in order to have that. So it does not have any height, and because of that thing, overflow does not work here. So height is gonna be 192. Just a guess, because earlier I made it work. So 192 is more than that, so 89. Too much. What too much? Keep it 89. It should be 100. It's still too much. So 170, and let's make it 75. Let's make it 78. This, let's make it 77. Fine, this much is fine for now. And the border should be large, so let me give it rounded large, and this much is done. Apart from this particular thing, I'm gonna be removing this. So scroll none. That's not gonna be removed. So I did change this thing. So control shift, coming back to this one, inside the app, coming global.css, I added this value right at the end of the day. No scrollable. This is the property that I added. So what I'm going to do over here, no scrollable, and this is how it's not gonna, I will not have that here. And what else could be better than this? So let's simply remove this BG color that I have, and this is how it looks like. Now what I want, as soon as I add something, so that is added, but at the end of the day that's gonna be there. So I want it to be scrolled automatically. So what should I do? I know it, but I don't know it honestly. You need to get the full width, full height, and then you have to make it automatically scrolled. So let's make a Google search. I know how it works, but I don't know how to write the code. So you just need to know what kind of things exist, then you can search on Google. How to make chat messages scrolled automatically in React. Done. By the way, I get chat is called to bottom when send message in React, and this is how it works, yaar. No one remembers everything. You just know ki something exists, something like that. That's it, and you can get it done. As soon as you have a look at that, you will understand ki, okay, this is how it works. Coming back to this one, looks like I will not be able to understand at all. Okay, so so whenever a message is there, I need to use ref if I'm not wrong. So I have this chat items are here, chat items, and then this particular chat is where is this chat message component? It looks like I don't have here. Okay, so use effect, this is what. So UI chat, select that, scroll top. So I need to get the reference variable of what? Of the whole div, and then I have to scroll below. So UI chat, once you have the reference, scroll top, and then UI chat, scroll height. Did you get? I got the idea of it. That simply means, let me have more idea, and then uh, reference variable on change event chat. This section I don't have here. Okay, let me just make it work on my own. I mean, of course I cannot make it work on my own, I'll have to make Google search, but what I should be doing here at the end of the day, uh, this particular section is scrollable, right? And let me have one more proper example, otherwise I'll keep struggling with this. Automatic is calling for chat app in line React plus code. Okay, so what do I have to do? First of all, element, I need to get the ID of the chat container. So this is gonna be the ID of the chat container, right? Once I have the ID of the chat container, element is scroll top, and this should be fine. And in React it's gonna be using ref. So what will I do? Hang on. Okay. Reference variable use chat scroll message. Use chat scroll will get the message reference variable, and once it has the reference variable, let's do it यार, इतना भी क्या डरना. What will I do? वो तो मुझे भी नहीं पता. First of all, let's get the reference variable chat container. So ref chat container ref. So I don't know whether this is the right way or not. Either I'm gonna be getting the reference of this top div, or I'm gonna be getting the reference of this div at the last one. Let's see which one. So chats, let me make it chats ref. Once I have this, chats ref use ref, done. Once I have this reference, by the way I'm gonna be making it null, no problem. Once I have this, now I think I need to make it use effect. Reference variable, and whenever the value actually changes, good start. A few more things. Handle scroll top, scroll height, this event dot correct. So I need to just go through it properly. So if you want to try this interactive live world, okay, I can go this. It's actually pretty simple to fix this. Firstly, we should know the container element which wrapping all the chats. Then select the element, get the height using scroll height, and then set the vertical scroll height using scroll top. So that's it. So first of all, I need to get the element, and I can get the element using this. But if I'm using React, then okay, then that's your problem. If you are using React, even if you are using React, in that case it will be changing directly over here. That simply means if I say that chats dot ref dot current dot what I need to have the element as well. And can I run a use effect like this? Use effect, and just like this, and it will be having chats ref dot current value here. Of course I can, and once I can do this, then can I do const, can I get the element how chats ref dot current. Yeah, of course I can. Now can I do one thing? Element dot what element dot scroll top. Okay, I can scroll top, and if I can do this, so element dot scroll height. So what is the problem? Many problems. Having said that, let's try to get it done. So reference dot current dot it has the dependency. What is the dependency over here? The dependency is the React use ref and HTML div element. On the HTML div element, React use effect, I'm gonna be using the use effect over here. This is the overall function. From that function I got the reference. Once I got the reference and the use effect, if it exists, in that case ref current this, it should be fine. Yeah, what is the problem? Is possibly null, and I'm master in this. Not element Don't worry, return. Not element, return. I am master, but I am not master in this. Property is called but does not exist on type never. Okay, in that case, let me give it some type. I need to give it some type. HTML div element. So HTML div element, just like this. Wow, it's done. Will it work? That's a question. That's a question mark on this. But at least I've reached this far. What else? Coming back to this one, click on this. Okay. Tring. अरे भाई ये तो वर्क भी नहीं कर रहा. Never mind. If it's not working, let it not work. And let's click on this again. Hi. It's like not working. I need to go here at the top, bottom, last. Wow, there is no text at all. Why? If I just simply get rid of this, then this works, right? In this case, will I get the text? Coming back to this. Yeah, right now I'm getting the text. Yeah, I am getting that. Wow. A. Now I'm getting A many times. That's okay. But at the end of the day, I am getting it, right? The next thing can be, how will it calculate the height? Let me do one thing. Uncomment this. It should be working anyhow. Overall, I followed everything. Chat ref, I'm getting that. The reference variable. Chats ref, current value. So it depends on that. Okay, let me do one more thing. Coming back to this, I'm just going to have only one. Oh my god, sorry. This is fine. Okay, come here. This does not work at all in that case. What is the issue with this? Let's inspect it. Each child in a list should have a unique key. Bro, what is wrong with this? Turns out it's gonna be huge learning today. A lot of learning. Nothing but learnings. Chat ref current element I'm getting. In that case, I'm already going through it. It should have index key, so let's give it key. Key is actually gonna be nothing but an index, so I'm gonna be adding the index over here, and this index is gonna be here as well. Then it should not be giving me the error. At least I'm gonna be getting rid of that issue. I'm still getting that. Interesting, weird job. So let's simply cut it, get rid of the whole things from here. And apart from this particular thing, this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. And coming back to this one, reload the page one more time, and this is gonna be like that. So that error is not here. Coming back to this, if I try to add something, okay, I'm getting it. The thing is that it is working right now. Wow, it is working. Amazing job. Never expected this. So close this. But it is not scrollable. I mean, it is not getting scrolled automatically. Ooh. Gonna be taking the help of AI now. Do you think I'm alone? No, I'm not. AI, is this right? Just tell me about my error. You are very close, but there is one important mistake. What is that? Why is this wrong? Chat ref.current is not reactive, does not track. Yeah, that's right. It depends. Okay, it does not work. This effect will not run when new message comes from. Correct way. You want scrolling when chats change, not when ref changes. I did not look at the answer. Okay. How about this? That's right. My bad, it is still not working. So let's have a look at the answer. Chats. Wow, it's doing the same thing. Then even better, behavior is gonna be smooth. Forget about smooth. Even this much is not working, and I've done exactly kind of the same thing. So it's kind of the same thing I'm doing here, and if I'm doing the same thing, then it should be working. So if bro, what a lucky person I am. Let's remove this no scrollable, maybe because of this. Nope, that does not have any effect. Then what? In that case, I hope I'm getting a proper correct this. No, is this right or no? Problem remaining, I am just asking you to correct this, so correct this. So use effect chats, and hopefully it's gonna be working. Use unique ID, okay, that's being used, and the top level div should be working. Functionable, control A, control D. Let's see the code given by AI. Is this gonna work? ₹1 question. I don't have dollars. Oh yeah. So what was I missing earlier? Am I crazy? What was I missing earlier? Go back to my previous code. This was the code that I had initially. And first of all, this key, let's give it a chat.id. First of all, this thing, was this the problem? That is something I will have to figure out right now. At the end of the day, this logic is working. Oh yeah, one thing, I was using index over here, and because of this index it wasn't scrollable. So if I just do the same thing, by the way, index is not even defined, so I'll have to define the index over here, and I'll have to enter the name. Done. Click on chats. This. Now it is not scrollable, that is for sure. What will I do? I will just simply change this index. Wow, I didn't know this, that if you are actually using index for the key, it will not work. So in that case, chat dot id, then this should be working. Coming back to this, let's simply add the name one more time. Click on chat, and this. Bro, no, it is not working. It's still not working. But the previous was working, right? I was so happy. Let me check that the code that I got, that is working or not. This one, I just got the things done so quickly that I thought it was working. No, it is actually working, right? So this code is working, the previous one, so this one is working. Got it? So let me copy it and cut, and I'm gonna be pasting it here, and let me comment everything. When everything is commented, let me get rid of these, and now it's time to check it. This can be chat message 1. I'm gonna be uncommenting it, and done. This is going to be uncommented. From here, this is gonna be chat message 1, so that I don't get the error. And right now, first of all, I have this chats ref over here, and let's see what is the difference. Element, I have chats ref dot current element. I'm checking that element dot scroll, not top, scroll to. Wow, is that so? So ultimately this is the way that I'm using over here, and at the top I was using scroll top. So element dot scroll top, and over here I'm just simply saying is element dot scroll to. The top is gonna be this and this, so even without this it should be working. So let me just make some I'm gonna be commenting the top one so that I can just simply just comment and then comment some things. I can just play with the code. So let's simply uncomment it, and as I have uncommented this should start working. This is insane because I don't have some of the imports here, so let's simply import them. And what is the problem with this? I have even deleted them by mistake. Okay, let me have them like this, and at the end of the day this should be working. Coming back to this, okay, so okay, this is working at the end of the day, but the problem is that if I just make it scroll to, instead of using this element way of adding the things, if I just say element dot scroll top, not to scroll top, and this is gonna be equals to element dot scroll height, will this work? Still yeah, this works too, so it's not like this does not work. So this works too. So if it actually works, and then chats is actually the dependency over here, and this chats is actually the reference variable of this one, height rounded large chat key, chat is sender, almost everything is right. So if I'm actually doing everything right, so let me comment this. Why am I not able to make this one work right the way this is working? Coming back to this one again, chats dependency and scroll top, and ref is gonna be chats ref, key is going to be chat.id, chat.id, like this. Apart from this particular thing, ref is gonna be chats ref. I hope you can see that whatever I'm missing, and such a crazy person that I am, I'm not even able to see the mistake. If not element, then return, then this is working. This is the same code. Oh, now it is working. Wow. Overflow R2, that is already there. No scroll bar. Okay, I don't know. Look, I've been checking everything in front of you only. Earlier it wasn't working, but right now for some reason it is working. Don't know why. So if I just simply remove it, so this is how it's gonna be going on. I exactly have the same code. For some reason it was not working earlier, maybe some caching related issue, and right now it is working, so I'm happy at least for that. And now if I add some photos, videos, whatever, even if I don't send the message, it's still gonna be working fine. So these are the ones. If I click on this send over here, so all the things are actually sent. So these are the things that I've sent, and all the things are gonna be available on the other side as well. So yeah, hello, and let's see whether this is actually happening on the other user side as well or not. So when it comes to this, so let's control W, and this, keep it here, gonna be pretty fantastic. This is the last thing that I'm actually checking. After that, most of the things are already gonna be done, so I'm happy for that at least. B user, and this. Now if I send hi, that goes there. Tin. Now hi, bye, Tata. It is automatically being scrolled. This is the pic for you. How's this? Wow, such a talented person you are. And this is how things are actually working the right way. Congratulations, and thank you very much everybody for being here with me. Now what is gonna be the next thing? Even this recording works, so let me show you that. Let's record the entire screen. Hello everybody, currently I'm recording my entire screen. Let me know how's the result gonna be of this particular recording. Let me stop it. It will automatically be downloaded. Coming back to this one. Hello everybody, currently I'm recording my task. Let me know how's the result gonna be of this particular recording. So yeah, even this works great. Nothing could be better than this. And now what is going to be? So the next goal is I'm going to rebuild this really quickly. So again, my focus is never gonna be on the UI. I don't even care how much, but this one looks good actually. I don't even care how my UI looks like, but I just recently learned about WebRTC, and after learning about WebRTC, I built the chat application like meeting type using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Then I built it using React right now and backend. And now I'm gonna be building. Should I do that or not? I should at least make one more. I'm gonna be building like a Goom clone. I may be building Zoom clone or just the exact same application, but that time it's gonna be quite quick. I will not get stuck because I have already built it once. So it's gonna be from scratch till the end with proper backend. And in the proper backend, in the sense, I will be using refresh token, access token. Backend is gonna be fantastic. Excuse me for the UI, because whatever comes in my mind, I will be just building that. So I'm not gonna be planning about the UI, how the things are gonna be looking like. But at the end of the day, the backend is going to be the best way to, the best backend ever. Ultimately, if you actually see me writing the code, you will find the best way to write the backend. And this is how the things are gonna be going on. And this thing actually gonna be starting from tomorrow onwards. So I will let you know, like the title will also say that video calling app part 1 and something, so you can just simply go with that. Having said that, it's time to just simply end the meeting. So if I click on this end, so the user left the meeting. If I click on this end, so let's leave the meeting, and this is how it just simply stops and all. And this is how the things go on. Happy, really happy that I completed this. Not completed yet actually. Let's do one thing yesterday. Right now authentication part is not done yet. So even authentication I have done here. So what should I do? What time is it? It's 10:12. And as for the authentication part, let it should I do it right now? Okay, let's do it. I don't wanna leave it for tomorrow. So what will I be doing? Right now I have been asking the name from the user side every time. So whenever the user actually comes to the meeting page, so I've been asking for the name of the user. So over here, this particular section, I asked for the name. This was just for the testing purpose. So I'm gonna be removing this name from here, and this time I'm actually going to get the name from somewhere. The question is, from where will you be getting the name? So the name is actually going to come over here, const and name of the user, and I'm already getting this use selector, and this is coming from the meeting, so I can even get the name from the meeting. So let's get the name from the meeting. Once I have the name from the meeting, then no problem, it is done. Once this particular section is done, then user can log in, and the name is gonna be directly over here. And let's see whether it works or not. So what will I be doing? Because I want to get everything done today itself regarding this thing, at least related to this. So user should be able to log in and all, and this is how the things are gonna be working. If I click on login, you are already logged in. That means there is no authentication part. If you click on this, okay, so demo user and all, they are already there. So what will I be doing right now? The thing is simple. First of all, when you click on the profile, so you are redirected to this. That simply means you are getting this name somehow. What does this mean? Name does not exist on type user or null. Name does not exist type user or null. User, it is gonna be coming from there. What does this mean here? Just a minute. Name does not exist on type user. If I go to this state, so let's go to this particular state, features and meeting. I think because I'm already logged in and the name does not exist, it means that, but let's see. So coming back to this auth slice, over here I'm going to have my name, and that is definitely not optional. And initial state is this, and there's nothing right now. So where am I saving the data? First of all, I'm setting the data whenever what happens. I must have the layout here. So I have main. Inside main I have this particular layout here. So this is the layout that I have, inside this layout, what am I, first of all I'll check whether the user is logged in or not. So this is definitely something that will be happening here. And when I just go to this auth layout, so even I'm doing the same thing over here, getting the things done. So there must be a top level layout, maybe this one, even this is not the one. So where am I setting the values even I forgotten? Wow. Literally yeah, somewhere I'm setting the demo values, and that demo value I'm unable to get. So in that case what will I do? Main I have, if I go to profile, that is directly accessible over there. So page.tsx, I'm just simply getting these values. And so I have to look for a method. And what is that method? If I go to features right now, this particular section, so here I'm setting the user. So let's simply look for this particular method, exactly where I'm using this. So coming back to this one, paste it here, and these are the sections where it's being used. So it's actually being used inside front end app, but this is your page register. Okay, no, not a problem. Let me make it a bit bigger so that I can check the things out. And providers, this is being used here, and this is the auth provider, and I think auth provider is actually handling these stuffs. And I'm setting, yeah, this is the one, sorry I forgot that initially. Coming back to this one, so I actually need to go to auth provider, and auth provider is wrapping what? Auth provider is wrapping almost everything. So if I go to this main layout.tsx, so it is wrapped by auth provider. That simply means auth provider runs in the beginning, and when this particular auth provider runs here, so I was just setting the value directly over here. So the value was already being set. What can I do? I will just simply get rid of it, and I will uncomment the whole code. What it checks? First of all, has checked, so has ref false. What does this mean? So prevents double call in strict mode. So it just prevents double check, because in the strict mode you will be checked twice. So whenever use effect runs for the first time, I'm gonna be simply saying that has check dot current value, that's simply gonna be true, so that the second time it doesn't run, so the second time it doesn't ask for the same thing again. Okay, so this is just for that. Apart from this particular thing, I have this check auth, and it just simply checks the auth and all, and that's it. So this is the check auth, what I can say, function. This simply runs over here, and inside this check auth function, first of all, I'm setting loading true so that I can just simply show the loader. Okay, coming back to this one, and then the most important part is this access client get auth me. If I am logged in, I will be getting my information from the backend, and if I get that, I'm gonna be setting it. Once I set that, that's okay. And if there is any error, if there is 400, then I will be clearing the user, and then that's it. At the end, dispatch final set loading is gonna be false. Understandable? Wow, what is this? Why is this happening? Okay, let's stop everything. npm run dev. Okay, coming back to this one, loading. Let's go to the home page first of all. This is the रुक जा भाई. Why is this happening? So whenever the page loads for the first time, it's like I'm going to the login page over and over. Why? So whenever I'm doing this, whenever I'm setting the user, so I should be getting the response and all, right? Okay, I'll have to inspect the page for sure. Coming back to this network, localhost 3000. Let's simply open this, and right now I'm getting a lot of error. What is me? So that is where I'm getting there, but the thing is that it's being, I can't even check it. It's being just re-rendered over and over so many times. What is missing here? So ultimately this request actually goes here. Once this request goes here, I'm gonna be setting the value of this, and once the value actually set is once the value is set here, and that's it. I'm actually doing nothing inside this, and dispatch is actually the dependency here. That's fine. At the end of the day, I want to go to the home page, dashboard page, dashboard in the sense this one, and when I go to the dashboard page, this particular layout runs, and when this particular layout runs, at that time I'm going to check if user is authenticated or not, and on the basis of that thing, now I'm not gonna do anything actually. So unless I comment the things, I will not figure out the error. I won't be able to do that. So let me do that right now. Comment it. Local host 3000. Still getting it. Great job. The question is, this is merely because of the login page. Such a crazy thing this is. So if I go to the login page, layout, page.tsx, and I think because of this thing it is even giving me this error. Never mind, I can go to the login page right now. Ultimately this particular layout, and I will even comment everything here just like this. And now let's see whether I'm still getting the same or not. Localhost 3000. So the page is being reloaded. Still it's being reloaded. Wow. So ultimately, is this because of this dispatch that I'm using over here? Nope. What the hell, yaar? Fine, at least relax. Let me do something. Whatever your problem is, let me resolve that. Let me change my camera as well. Coming back to this. So yeah, at least right now it is relaxed. I can just continue doing the things. So the main problem is in this particular logic. The question is, what is the problem? So if I just turn it on, it will start reloading over and over. Coming back to this particular logic here, what am I doing? Should I remove this particular thing? Check the one. I'm already, let's see. The problem is still in not that particular logic. Then I'm just simply dispatching the value over here. So dispatch set. I'm not gonna render the children. I'm gonna simply render a div here. Div hi is still. Wow, amazing job. So what am I missing? Set a loading true, this true. In that case, forget about this set loading. Let's simply turn it off. Don't know what is the problem. Okay, clear user is the problem, not that. Literally, let me comment the whole error section. Great. G. Let's simply. So, is this the problem? I'm making a Google request to the backend. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So let me check the now region behind that key. Okay, that is the problem. But why that is the problem? So whenever I make a request, so this XCS client. So if I go here. So API v1, so the request goes to the backend. Whenever the response comes, response.status for otherwise redirect is redirecting, and is redirecting true. Store.dispatch, I'm clearing the this thing. Let's comment this. Again, promise. Let's do one thing. Comment this all. Yeah, so definitely the problem is in the interceptor. And what does this interceptor do? Whenever the response comes from the backend, it just simply intercepts that. So it will simply check whether the status is equal to 401 or not, and if the status is equal to 401, and what it does mainly, uh, interceptor. If there's an error, simple response, and this is the response interceptor. Any problem? Yeah. And it turns out that if it just keeps going on like this, I can't even check anything. Yeah, so I have only this option, keep turning it off and like commenting this. So auth me is unauthorized. That is okay if this person is unauthorized, but why are you sending the errors over? Ah, I got this. It is making the infinite loop. And why is that so? So whenever this value is returned from here, the infinite loop is running. So if it has redirected once, so by default it is false. If it has redirected once, in that case true, and it will not be running it again. So that simply means here, if is redirected, return. Fine. So reload the page. This definitely becomes true. In that case, just a minute, this redirecting stuff, what is the even use of using this? I'm using this response, and once I get that, I'm gonna be checking the status if that's equals to this and not redirecting, and this will always be false. So that is the problem. So whenever first of all, the problem is that from the backend side I'm being made unauthorized, like I am getting unauthorized error. That is okay because I haven't logged in yet, but I can only log in when I'm getting the option to log in. So I just saved in my notes something today itself, so let me check that related to this response. So my world, I think that was inside edtech only. So this is the section that I saved. So over here I was using this interceptor. From the interceptor I got the error.config and original request. That is the original request actually. It's time to check whether it actually works or not. So this mainly works when I'm using access token and refresh token. And this time am I using access token? No, I'm using that part. I'm gonna be getting rid of this option. This is mainly good, or rather I will be using this option when we are using access token and refresh token. Again, I'm not using that, so I can just simply skip this. And once done with this, clear the user, get rid of this. Now it should be at least. Let's restart everything. Coming back to this one, localhost 3000. Localhost 3000. Hi is there. Let me change it. So close this. I'm gonna be returning the children. So children, children from here. So at least that particular page is going to be rendered. And as for these values, I will have these values again over here. So everything is gonna be just like earlier, and overall things should be fine. So if I click on login, now I'm on the login page, thank God, and I can just simply log in here. So the login, how will I be logging in? The interesting thing is that I have forgotten most of the things because I logged in long time ago. So I don't even have forgot password option, I think. And where am I saving these values? What am I using? Prisma, right? And what am I using here in the backend section? Prisma. And what is the URL for this? PostgreSQL. And this is from Neon? Not really. This is the PostgreSQL database. So let's go to pg or prisma.io. Let's click on create database. Oh my god. Let's talk. This was the app, and here I have a lot of data. So first of all, I will be getting rid of the entire data, and this session, it actually needs to be there is no session at all. Okay, that's amazing job. And these are the two things I have, and I'm gonna be just simply deleting them. Okay, once it has actually been deleted, now I can just simply register the new user here. So coming back to this one, let's click on register. Let's see how it's gonna be going on. Over here we pensing, and let's make it a bit bigger so that it's visible. Password is gonna be password 1234, and then period as password 1234. Let's click on submit. Let's see what happens. What will happen? Okay, I am logged in, user registered successfully. If I click on this Vipan Singh Patel, it is simply visible over here as well. Let's go to the home screen. At the end of the day, this is working. Let's click on dashboard. I can't really go to the dashboard but I'm already on the dashboard. Forget about going to the dashboard. I click on the create meeting. There is no participant name. That simply means this is just something that is yet to be done. So the participant info hasn't been saved in the meeting, and apart from this particular thing, everything else is fine. So inspect. So if I go to Redux right now, so inside Redux I have many steps. Inside them, if I talk about auth, I have the current user info over here. But when it comes to the meeting, so there is no user as such. Even if I click on the meeting, no user has been set yet. So I have to just simply set the user, and meeting and other things, forget about them. So let's simply fix this thing first of all. And for fixing this, what will I do? I will go to this. Let's simply close everything. Go to this meeting page, and over here, whenever you do it, first of all you need the name and all. Then only you can just simply initialize the meeting, and otherwise you are just simply returning from here. Okay, and no connection is going to be established though. So if there is no name and no meeting ID, no, I will not only return, I will redirect the user to the dashboard page. So I will return, that is okay. Forget about returning, even redirect the user directly. So let's click on it, and router, do I have router? Yeah, I have router dot push to the dashboard page, just like this. If I just try to do it right now, reload it, there is no user, and I'm not redirected to the dashboard page. I'm okay, fine. Click on this. Each child in list should have unique prop. Fine. Where am I getting this here? Each child in a list should have unique prop. So the top one. Each child, check the rendered participant panel. So it needs data is in the participant panel. So I have this user info over here. If I click on the meeting, I'm still redirected here, and that's what I wanted. Now the problem is in the participant panel, and it is saying that first of all this can't read the properties of undefined, reading to uppercase, capitalize name helper. So actually name is being capitalized. There is no participant, and because of that thing this error is actually occurring. So the question is that how is it even possible? If I'm logging, my name should be there. Forget about even redirecting, and I'm gonna be returning from here first of all. So if I click on this, yeah, nothing should happen. At least this is working fine. The another thing is that why am I not getting that? Why don't I have the name? And I'm getting the name from state dot. That is the problem. I'm getting the name from the state dot meeting and trying to set it here itself. So that should not something that I should be doing. Denied. So when it comes to this name, I should be getting the name from the auth state. So const name is gonna be use selector, and state dot auth dot name. Let's give it the type root state. So this is how it's gonna be going ahead. As for this name, doesn't it exist there? Auth just a sec. Auth slice, I think it is auth.user.name. And now what is the problem? Auth.user is possibly null. It does exist, fine, but I have to figure it out. I have to solve it using the types. Auth slice, it is just simply saying that the user that you have, that can be null, and if that can actually be null, then what? Nothing. That simply means you have to do something. Got it? What do I have to do? Something. It can be either this or this null value. Yeah, that's right. In that case, I can use if statement here. So what will I do? I'm just simply gonna be getting the user from here, just like this. So actually I'm going to get the user. User will definitely exist. If user is not null, in that case I will return, and otherwise const name is gonna be user.name. Fine. Yeah, let's try this thing out. Click on this. Well, I'm not able to see anything. I'm in the meeting end time. Yeah, I have the name, don't I have? So meeting, I still don't have the name. Literally, I have the name here, but the name hasn't been set yet. So if I log the value here, clg name log, can I reload the page? Unauthorized right now. Why? Let's go to this dashboard page first of all. So on the dashboard page it is working right. On the meeting, why is that so? User is not authenticated. So if it actually working from this side, from the dashboard, so if I'm actually inside meeting, it should be working the same way, but that's not actually working as expected. If I reload the page, this does not happen. Got it? And if I go to this particular layout, this does not happen. Got it? Coming back to this, reload the page. I have to log in now. That's what that was. Vipendra 999 and PAWS WORD 1234 enter. Login pending. And here I am logged in right now. If I go to the meeting, now this is happening. Host is the Vipin Singh Patel. If I click on the participant, that's visible over here. Congratulations. So this is the first thing that got done. And apart from this particular thing, now there's gonna be another user who will no, there is a problem. Now the problem is that two participants cannot join the same meeting. Bro, literally, I mean the same participant cannot join the meeting. So in that case I will have to open it on the incognito mode. Yeah. So Vipendra Singh Patel was okay, the name doesn't really matter. Sorry, I cancelled this. This doesn't really throws any error. That's great. So it's like it two Vipendra Singh Patels are here, but ultimately it doesn't throw the error, mainly because it cares about the socket connection, right? It doesn't care about whether you are the same user or not, and that is okay, at least for now. And if I go to the chat section, I hope I should be able to chat as well. Hi. This is the craziest thing ever. This is again a bug, but this works actually. I mean, this is in our favor right now because it could have been hard. Let me even check whether I could another participant. If I just open uh, new not this one, uh, new incognito window, just here. If I paste it here, I will have to log in. So let's try to log in with first of all I'll have to register. So uh, demo @gmail.com, demo password PWRD1234, PWRD1234, submit it. And once submitted, I'm inside this. So one is incognito mode, another one is the main one, and right now it should be working. So there are gonna be 2 participants. By the way, I'm going to be back to my I'm gonna be ending the meeting, leave it. I'm gonna be back here. Let's click on create meeting. Dipen Singh Patel is here, and if I just copy the link, if I paste the link here, and if I just select, then of course this time again I will have to log in. It doesn't maintain the state. PWRD1234, enter, and I should be logged in right now, and using the ID I will be able to join the meeting. So Control C, Control V, let's click on join. Here I am, and I can allow, but the problem is that OBS is using. So let me make it not to use this, and this time I have to unfortunately reload it. This becomes the host, so let's allow this, not a problem, but there's a problem. Let me reload this now, and this time I will actually, wow, this works, great job, nothing could be better. So okay, this still issue, reset it. That simply means I have to reload this, and when I am reloading this, now I can actually allow, I can do this. It is unable to get the WebSocket connection established. Both of them are the same users. No, the second one is actually demo. What could be the reason behind this? Let me close this first of all, and let me end the meeting as well. Create new meeting. Here I am inside the new meeting. I'm gonna be asking the user to join, and this time hopefully I will not have to log in again. Oh, thank God. And now if I click on allow, now the WebSocket connection is not being established for some reason. And why is that so? Logging. Bro, it is simply created the offer. Whenever the new participant joined, at that time it created the offer, but it never got the answer. How about this one? Console, internal service. Okay, so set the current user, informing the user that is okay. After that, internal React error, expected static flag was missing, please notify the React team. So newly joined user is keeping offer creation. This person created the offer, got it. This person is never getting the offer. Wow. So what could be the issue right now? What is the problem? The socket connection is established. The socket connection is working fine. If I'm actually sending this from this side, why am I not able to send it here? Okay. So it's been quite simple. Internal server, it is just giving me this error over and over. Interesting. So let me close this. Let me just simply reload the page, and now I'm here getting this error again, and that is the internal React error, expected static flag was missing, please notify this. First of all, each child in a list should have a unique prop. So participant panel, that is where I have this issue. So if I go to the participant panel here, participant panel, I think I should be calling it right now. The last thing is that figuring out the bug here and then getting the things done. Two users are unable to join, and I think it should not be taking a lot of time. I think it should be, I can join from the same, but I cannot join from the another browser. I cannot join from the another browser. Socket connection is ready, so what is the problem? First of all, participant panel. So components, यार क्या कर दिया मैंने? Components, meeting, panels, and inside panels, participants panel, inside participants panel, container panel, main one, and key is gonna be index over here. Now the question is, where is the key? So let me add the key here. So at least got rid of this error. Wait for a while. Now this internal server here, let me give it to the chat GPT. Hopefully it will be able to resolve this. Probability is very less, but can give it a try. Okay, once this much is done, I can just simply click on this, and let's see what it says about this. So internal server error, expected weapon. You are dealing with the two different issues that are, first of all, in the screen section. Okay, so the collection is closing or what? Just a sec, I didn't even check that. Thank you for letting me know. Coming back to this one, WebSocket connection WS, this failed WebSocket connection is closed before the connection is established. Wow. So if I just reload it, so it is not connected to the backend. And why is the connection closing? Connection is closed. Leave the meeting, create the meeting. So this is the problem. Socket manager, the connection is closing. Socket IO, this closed before the server is established. Question is, why is the connection being closed here? But socket connected, what this mean? This is not fatal error. Socket IO first tries WebSocket, then falls back to the polling if needed. So at the end of the day, coming back to this one, it does get connected at the end of the day. So socket connected, initially it just simply throws error, but it gets connected. And the next thing is that whenever the other user actually joins from here, so what will happen? This user does get the accepting request as well. So over here got that, if I allow, so these many things happen. So at that time joining request came and all these things happen, then informed each other. Once they informed each other, after that I added the new participant. Host created the offer. Okay, once the host actually created the offer, host is gonna be sending the offer. So on this side I should be getting that particular event. So I got all the events except that one. So these are the events that I'm getting, but I'm never getting one. Socket connection is ready. Event existing participant set demo. This particular thing is done. Demo user is set. Internal, this expected static flag was missing. Please notify the team. Arre yaar. Okay. Coming back to the chat GPT. That warning usually happens because server wasn't ready yet. HMR reloaded, the random amount happened, and thus so socket can improve suggestions. Bad common mistake. Socket.io https at 1000 IO socket client, this auto connect false. That's what I'm doing actually. Better. And socket connection disconnect. That's what I'm doing. Internal react. This one is more serious. Why this happens? This usually occurs because of mismatched React versions, duplicate React native installation, React plus React DOM version mismatch, corrupted modules, and this fix it by doing this. Okay, the question is, if I use the same browser, offer is received by the another by the other peer. But if I use what is this called, incognito page, then for the other peer it doesn't see I receive the offer. Why is that so? This is a debugging clue. If it works in the same browser but then WebRTC logic fine, the problem is almost certainly authentication cookie and socket and all. And normally tab offer received. So if I actually show you this whole thing, I'm even getting confused what to do now. Okay, cut. Let's give it to the ChatGPT now. Hopefully it will be able to give me some hints. Otherwise I will be just spending time figuring it out tomorrow. That's not really a big problem too, because this is working on the same page. So your system is actually working correctly. The issue is your offer creation condition logic, not sockets. So host left side, next participant joined, host created the offer, sending a WebRTC signal. Host is correctly detecting a new participant, creating offer, sending offer. Incognito right, newly joined participant cannot create the offer, skipping offer creation host. This line, this is the message is coming from your code, not from WebRTC. This, it means your participant side is intentionally skipping offer creation. That's right. What's really happening, you likely have logic like this. Yeah, that's okay. So when same user, maybe both are treated differently. Incognito correctly identifies itself, non-host skips offer, but the incognito should see I receive the answer, and that should be logged. You are thinking in the opposite direction, huh? Arey yaar, not answer. Incognito should receive the offer. Okay, let's see. And yes, you are absolutely correct. The host creates the offer, the income must receive it, and you should see log offer received incognito. But first time host is emitting to wrong socket ID, server is not forwarding correctly, incognito is not listening to the correct event, nothing else. Okay, so this is something I'll have to figure out. Let's get it done tomorrow. Whatever there is, we will figure it out. Not really a big problem. But as for right now, I'm just gonna be calling it. It's too much. Already we have done so many things. How long have I been even live for? 3 hours. Interesting. And let me turn the camera on right now. Can't I even turn the camera on? No, I can't. Let me turn it off. So everybody, thank you very much for being here. Let's catch up tomorrow. And this is how things are gonna be going ahead. Bye bye. Take care. Good night. And keep up the good work. Keep coding. See you.